Hey everybody, and welcome to another video. Now if you can tell by the picture here, this one's going to be on scams. Now what exactly is a scam? Well, scams are pretty much people who take pleasure in basically taking other people's money. Pretty much the easiest, definition of it. There's many different types of scams out there, and many different types of people. But what in a sense really what kind of, scams are there? Well, I found one site here, guys, and it is from Independent Age. And there is many types of scams out there. So why don't we take a look at this? Now, sorry for the grayness, guys. But investment scams. Investment scams, are sophisticated and very hard to spot. May be called, by companies repeatedly offering investments that promise high returns. Callers often highly articulate and seem financially knowledgeable, and they will try to keep you talking. They also will offer, time limited with the bonus if you sign up. Their websites and brochures look good with logos and impressive testimonials, which are probably fake. Let's see here. Impressive testimonial. Companies may be listed with company's house. So those are just, some investment scams. Then there's pension scams. If you have a pension pot, you can access some or all your money. Decide what you want to do with it. This has created new opportunities for scammers. You can get advice about how to invest your pension pot. Scammers may, contact you unexpectedly by phone, text, email, or in person. If you offer you a free pension review or a one-off investment, be recommended by a friend, or other offer investments often overseas that promise high returns. If you lose your money in a pension scam, you won't be able to get it back, and you may have to pay up to a 55% tax. Damn, that sucks. Phone scams. Now this one is, oh god, there's quite a few of them. Scammers may contact you, calling from your bank, police, or other law enforcement authority. They trick you into revealing your PIN and handing over your debit or credit card information. Um, Say a fraudulent payment has been spotted, on your card. Ask you to call back, use the number on the back of your card, and keep the line open so when you call, you're connected straight back to them. Ask for your PIN number or ask you to key it into your phone handset. The scammer then sends a courier or a taxi to pick up your car. Once they have your card and PIN, they can spend your money. I've never known an actual scam to, physically come get your card. So if something like that is offered, be very, very cautious, people. Usually, I've seen scams from, what was it? Actually happened to an old roommate of mine. He was trying to pay back on his student loans, and it turns out he was actually dealing with the scammer. Because the legitimate people trying to collect on his student loans actually called him, and he's like, "Wait, I've already talked to you guys." Eventually, he did get it squared away, and they did honor his payments, which was awesome. But guys, gotta be watch out. They get very crafty, and yeah. Tell you that there's a member or corrupt member of staff in your bank and they need your help to identify him. Ask you to transfer your funds to a safe account because your account's been taken over. ask you to buy an expensive item to help them identify counterfeit goods. Let's see here. One of the things I've noticed on some phone ones is, and this will kind of fall under fake computer support calls, is they try to be in a hurry. They've also, there's, God, so many out there. I've seen ones that claim they're from the Better Business Bureau. Fake support scams. There's check fraud scams. I'll admit I was victim to one myself. But you guys gotta watch out. There's many. Never give your PIN number or credit card information if they're trying to rush you. If it's a legitimate company, I would say, that they're willing to be patient with you. Say you're an older person, maybe has a hard, what's the correct word to use? You can't move that fast. They'll be patient with you. If they're in a hurry to get your info, it's probably a scam. Because the faster they can get your info, the faster they can move on to somebody else. If I'm wrong, guys, and anybody watching this, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to correct myself. This one tends to be a very lucrative one. I've seen a few YouTubers out there who love to mess with fake computer support calls. Let's see here. You could be playing on your computer doing something, and you suddenly get redirected to, how can I say this one? Shoot, what is it? A redirect site to, saying your computer's infected. Or, there's ransomware, I think could potentially fall under the same thing. I mean, there's so many out there, guys. It sucks. It really sucks that people come do stuff like this. Going back to fake computer support calls, you may receive a call from a company claiming to be Microsoft or another computer security company. They're going to tell you there's a problem with your computer and try to fix it for a fee. These fees are usually a couple $100 to potentially $1,000 that I've seen. They may also ask to take control of your computer, and usually at that point they'll try to either steal your passwords, account details, or I've seen them try to lock out the person from their computer until they give up money. It sucks that people do this. It really does, guys. So if you ever see a redirect, saying, hey, your computer's infected, it's probably a scam. It really is. Post and email scams. Now, this is one I have messed with a few already, way before I even did this channel, guys, and it's very interesting because it's, how can I say it? Very interesting because I think they try to throw bait out there to get someone to respond. And try to get it that way. Saying you claimed a large portion of money, and that's how they get it. Plain and simple. I'm going to give you an example, guys. Let's see here. So this is for my AOL. I don't really use my AOL too much anymore, but This is what a typical scam email would look like. Now, I can tell you right now, one, my name's not Robert Steven, guys. And anything from supposedly a United Bank for Africa or Africa's Global Bank, or pretty much from the Lagos, Nigeria, 9 times out of 10 is probably going to be a scam. But there's also, legitimate people in Africa. But if you get an email, something like this, it's probably a scam. I could almost guarantee it. But, this one's saying, I won $1.5 million. Which is weird because it's supposedly through diplomatic hand delivery. Probably to get you to think it's legit. Due to global economic crisis, we have deducted the sum of $3,000 from your $1,500 to take care of the expenses. So supposedly they're going to cover it. The expenses from the amount. Therefore, the total funds I would receive is, $1,497,000. We have finalized arrangements to have this delivery done with a UN courier company. Interesting. Let's see here. Be informed that you warned us to make sure to stop further communication from fake officers claim they will pay you through Western Union, MoneyGram, or wire transfer. AU members lay the instructions down to avoid any mistake. I want to assure you that never communicate with officers that can before we can proceed further. Kindly reconfirm any information to ensure accurate delivery. So, if they supposedly know my name, wouldn't they already know that? So I wouldn't have to put a name, age, sex, my address, email, cell, occupation, company, country of origin, or nearest airport. Because if they supposedly knew me, wouldn't they kind of know majority of that already? So kind of hint there, guys. This required information will form the basis of a delivery schedule. Once we receive the information, your funds will be shipped immediately after clearance. Because of imposters, we hereby issue you our code of conduct, blah blah blah, so we can indicate this code by contacting us using it as a subject. We kindly forward your home address and direct phone number to this email. Really interesting. So, supposedly they want me to forward everything to this Gmail here. I could have it wrong. Supposedly, Mr. Steven could be the person supposedly wanting me to send me this money. But funny, it's coming from, Africa Global Bank in Lagos, Nigeria. Interesting. See here. So, okay. So, of course, I'm a dumbass and didn't read it fully. So, apparently, Mr. Robert Steven is the one who is the director of the cash processing unit. Well, if they can't get you one way, they'll probably definitely get you if you call them. But this is an easy example, guys, of an email scam. So let's go back here. What other type are there? So, psychics and clairvoyants. I haven't had one like this here. Pyramid scams, you may be invited to invest in a business with high returns and low risk. You have to pay to join and get rewards for recruiting other investors. You may get some small payments at first to persuade you to invest more, but usually the investment is worthless or does not exist. The one I just showed you can also fall under email scams. Uh, Pushing emails try to trick you into revealing bank details or redirect you to company copycat websites that look like your bank's website. Stranded traveler emails. I've had this one actually pop up on Facebook. Advance fee. The sender has something valuable and offers you a reward for you helping to move it from one country to another, but you have to make a payment or provide bank details. I've had an inheritance one. Someone has left you money and you basically have to send them money in order to get it. Doorstep scams. Haven't had this one yet. Get into your home to steal from you or your personal details. They may work in pairs or could pose as. Now, I haven't seen this personally, but something like this was actually happening here in Utah, where the people were actually disguised as missionaries from the LDS Church. So, but they could, be posing as, officials such as gas or electricity meters, fake uniforms and IDs, charity collectors, or someone doing market research. So always be suspicious. Rogue traders. I haven't heard of this one yet. A rogue trader may call you to sell you something or say you need work done, often urgently. This may put pressure on you to make a quick decision and refuse to take no for an answer. If you agree, you may spend a lot of money, have no consumer rights, or end up with substandard work. Interesting. Relationship scams. Ask you a lot of questions but don't reveal too much about themselves. Quickly wants to steer you away from the site where you met and communicate by email, text, or phone. I've had this one on Instagram quite a few times. Or on Facebook. It's funny. Tells you a hard luck story or asks you to send them money. Definitely have had that one. Asks you to keep the relationship a secret. Never had that one happen. Offer to send money, give personal information, or give bank details to a person that you've never met. Haven't had that one. Fraud recovery fraud. Haven't had this one. If you fall victim to a scam, you may be contacted by a company offering you to help recover your money. They will ask you to pay a fee for the service. Haven't had this one yet, but that's all I guess this website has, guys. And a long story short, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is, guys. So just be alert, guys. And if you guys want me to, contact and respond to this email just to mess with them and share it with you guys step by step, I'll be more than happy to do that. Just leave it in the comments down below if you'd like that or not. And have a wonderful day.